Hello, good morning. It's Sherry, and excuse me. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Um, or if you have been following me, then I just wanted to let you know I'm okay. All right. I came on here yesterday and with a message basically saying didn't know when I would be back making videos and that I was having a really hard time. Well, I can tell you I'm doing much, much better. I'm doing much better. In fact, I feel like I'm back to myself. Um, Basically, grief is funny. Grief will hit you when you least expect it, and it was really strange because I was giving all this advice on things to do to get through the holidays and saying we could do it and all of this and that. And then it hit me. Then it hit me. Then I had a really rough day yesterday. Definitely had a meltdown, and but I didn't listen to my own advice. Okay, I did. I you know, because one thing I always say is to try to stay busy, so to keep your mind occupied, so that you're, because when your mind gets overwhelmed with a whole lot of things, sometimes it can be memories, sometimes it can be completely reliving the very end, and those are horrible to relive, and I know if you've lost someone and you're grieving, you know that sometimes you relive those last moments, and when you relive them, then the tears come, then it just comes. And anyway, what I was saying, I didn't listen to my own advice as far as to try to stay busy, to try to keep my mind occupied, to do, I've said, do my crafts, read a book, go outside. All these advices that I've given you, I didn't listen to. So then, but the other things I've mentioned, I did finally do those, and that is try to think of something positive, try to either do something positive or think of something positive that happened in that day. So I started trying to do that, and I started counting my blessings. I think that the blessing part really helped me. But regardless, the main reason, and by the way, it was okay for me to not be okay. Okay, that's my saying. And it's okay. It's okay to have a bad day. Now the good news is I had a bad day. I did not have a bad month. I did not have several months. I had a bad day. Yesterday, I wasn't so sure how long this was going to last. And I wasn't sure that I was going to ever, feel like doing these again. But I do. I like doing these videos. I like helping other people, and I like helping myself because I did help myself. I knew I did not want to stay where I was, and I got out of it. And but like I said, grief is like that. Grief will hit you when you least expect it. Excuse me just a moment. I'm going to take a quick drink here. Sorry about that. My throat was feeling dry. Anyway, like I said, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. But it is okay to not be okay. It's absolutely okay. And it's not a failure on my part that I had a bad day. So I had a bad day. You know, we all have bad days, whether we're grieving or not. We all have bad days. And, but that being said, now I just want to move on a little bit. I just wanted to kind of let you know where I'm at and that I'm okay. And thank you to anyone who was worried about me and who prayed for me. Thank you. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. And so, but I did want to mention, though, we're here. We're less than a week till Christmas. And, you know, I don't know if that had anything to do with my meltdown. I don't think it did, but, you know, you never know. But the thing is, I'm trying to look forward to Christmas. That is what I'm doing. I'm trying to be positive about it and look forward to it. Because, yes, of course, I will have someone that's not, you know, not physically here with us. But my grandbabies will be here. My grandkids will be here. I've been making gifts for them. I made each grandchild a wallet. Well, I bought the wallets, but they're sublimation wallets where I can sublimate whatever image I want on it. And each kid's they're personalized. They have, all the boys have a picture of their favorite car with them standing beside their favorite car. I used AI. And then my granddaughter's got Stitch on her little coin purse that I got her. It's got Stitch, and she's with Stitch, and Stitch is hugging her. So I made those. And I'm going to show you something. I can also make the phone covers, the phone case covers, okay? I can make those. I want to show you something I made for hold on just a moment. I will be right back. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Anyway, my daughter-in-law, I made her a phone case for her phone. And I hope she doesn't watch this. I hope she don't. I don't think she's watching these. But she has a lot of tattoos. And I made her this cover for her phone case cover, and I think it came out really good. What do y'all think? It says Inked Mama. See that? Is that not cute? That is so cute. I think she's really gonna like it. I hope she does. Anyway, I hope she don't watch this video. I don't think she will. I haven't told anybody family-wise that I'm even making these videos. However, I did tell her mother. I did let her mother know. So she might see it. I kind of doubt she's going to continue to watch all of them. But anyway, that being said, if she does see it, she sees it. No big deal. But I don't know where I was going with that. I just wanted to show it to you because I thought it. I just love it. Oh, I know where I was going. I'm looking forward to Christmas. I really am. I'm looking forward to it. I'm completely done with my shopping with the exception of I've got 3 gift cards that I got to get. Other than that, I'm done. I'm not done wrapping everything. However, I'm going to be off. I work tonight. And then I'm going to be off Sunday, Monday. I work Tuesday, and then I'm off for 6 days. So I don't know what I'm going to do with myself having all this time off, but I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to absolutely enjoy it. So, anyway, I wasn't really wanting to make a super long video today, but I just wanted to mainly let you know I'm doing a lot better. I'm doing a lot better. And I know it's with God's help. I know that. God has carried me when I'm at my lowest low. I know it's God that's picked me up. But also, when I'm really down and feeling, when I'm just really like I was, feeling just so, the two things that get me the worst are loneliness. Loneliness gets me. Loneliness will get me every time. But loneliness and I don't know how to. Well, I guess just plain old sadness, loneliness. The the loneliness will get me, but then the sadness overcomes me, and But anyhow, what I was gonna say though, the one thing that will always help me is knowing. I'm sorry, you're hearing my cats. You always, you know how, me and my kitties. But what I started to say, the one thing, I know that although my husband is no longer here with me physically, I know he's still with me. I know he is, and so it gives me comfort. It gives me comfort to know that he's still with me in spirit, and I know that. And, you may not believe the way I believe, and that's fine. That's your thing. But I believe that he's still with me. I believe that he watches over me. And, hey, sorry, my cats are fighting. They're chasing each other, and this one just jumped up in my lap, fixing to knock everything down. No, y'all stop it. I'm holding one, so she's mad. She's mad. Just settle down. Settle down. Y'all quit this fighting. They're actually playing. They're playing. But they get to playing really rough, though. This is my little sweetie. I love my little snowball. Ouch. Anyway, like I said, I didn't intend to make this video really, really long. I know the holidays are right here. I mean, they're right here. I know everybody's busy. Everybody's doing things. And like I told you, everybody yesterday, because I didn't know if I was going to get back on anymore before Christmas. But I do wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. And like I did say the other day, it's just a very short time. By the way, I want to apologize. Not yesterday, but the day before. I had made a comment about how many days we had left and that we could get through it, but I made a comment saying we can do this, we can get through it, because the hardest thing was actually burying our loved one, and we can get through this. This is nothing compared to what it was like to bury him, which is true. But I got to realizing afterwards, probably after I had my meltdown yesterday, I got to realizing that when I said that, I I didn't want anybody to feel like I was taking it lightly, that what you're going through at Christmas, because I can absolutely relate. I just actually went through it. You hear them? Y'all settle it down. Crazy cats. Sorry. I'm sorry. They are really getting after it now. Here. Y'all don't be jumping up on me. But anyway, back to me. I'm sorry. But what I was saying, I didn't want anybody to feel like I was taking it lightly on as far as what you're going through, and saying that, oh well, it's not a big deal, you've been through worse. I understand you've been through worse. I understand that. Really, I totally understand that. But I also understand that getting through the holidays is a very, very hard thing. And so I do apologize if I come across as thinking that it's not a big thing. So just accept my apology on that. I did not mean it that way. I was just trying to say, we can do this. We can get through it. And I was trying to give you a little bit of motivation and everything. And it's, like I said, it backfired on me because I'm the one that went off the rails. So, but that's grief. That's grief. Grief will get you when you least expect it. And my other saying that I say all the time, grief never ends. It changes as grief. I'm going to make me a shirt that says, grief is a journey that never ends. And grief is a journey. It continues. It does, and it changes. It changes. And we learn more. We learn all the time about it. We learn how we learn things that help us. We learn triggers. We learn things that will trigger us. And, it just, but in saying that, like, I said, grief never ends. But, and then my other saying is, love never dies. And that is something that, it's another thing that helps me, actually, because I know the love never dies. I know that when it is my time to go, my husband will be there waiting for me. And that gives me comfort. I know there's days that you think you wished you were with them. I know, I've been there. I've absolutely been there. Said, I just want to be with them. And I've never been, in saying that, I've made that comment. Now, I've never been suicidal. Now, if you do feel like that you need help, then by all means reach out. There's help available. But it's very normal to feel that way. It's very normal to say, to think, oh, I just wished I was with them. It's one thing to say that, and it's another thing to be suicidal. You know what I mean? It's not, in me saying that, it's just that I miss him so much that I wished I was with him. But I'm not going to harm myself. I will be with him someday. And, we don't know when that is. We're not promised tomorrow. None of us are promised tomorrow. So we just don't know. So we got to continue living. Life is short. and we've got to try to be the best person we can be, and and me, in my case, I have 4 grandbabies. I've got to be a good example to them, and I got to spend time with them. And I know that they really love me and they worry about me. My little grandson, he said, the very first thing my youngest grandson said when he found out his papa had passed away, the first thing he said is, "Oh my gosh, poor Gammy, she's going to be all alone." And that, it just got me that the first thing was caring about me. I mean, I'm sure he was upset that his papa had passed, but he immediately went to me. Oh my gosh. And, I told him at the beginning, I'm going to be okay. I will be okay. And what do I say about that statement? It's okay to not be okay. Most of the time, you're going to say you're okay when you're lying. You're going to tell people, "Oh, I'm okay," but you're not. But anyway, I have already gone too long on this video. I didn't mean to. Again, I just want to say I'm sorry for, well, a couple things. For one, I didn't make a video yesterday and said I didn't know when I would be back to make a video. Also, my last 2 videos prior to yesterday have been deleted. So that's a long story too, and I ain't even gonna get into it. But they're deleted. They're gone. I can't get them back. So anyway, that being said, I don't know what number video this is. I will upload it and we'll just go from there, okay? But anyway, definitely, if you like the video, give me a like. If you want to subscribe to my videos, hit the subscribe button, or if you want to comment, and I am getting ready to go to bed. I worked last night, so anyway, y'all have a very, very blessed day, and I will talk to you later.